In today's world, our need for games is greater than ever, and along with it, our need for stories have grown too. But wait a second. Why? Why do we want stories in our games that much? Why we need narratives in our games? Why is the story one of the most common headlines you see in Steam reviews? If you are ready, let's dive deep into why stories are so important in games. I'm Oğuzhan Açıkalan, lead narrative designer of the card game The Winds of Fate. Play comes first. That's what Johan Huizinga writes in his book Home on the Dance. In a chess game, the pieces have specific mechanical rules. Bishops move diagonally, pawns move forward, and in Tetris, for example, specific shapes fall into specific spaces. These games don't inherently need to tell a story. On the other hand, one of the most common and iconic games in game industry, the Super Mario Bros., tells the story of two plumber brothers trying to save a princess kidnapped by a spiky-shelled turtle. And here comes the big question then, do games need to tell stories? The answer lies in the human brain's insatiable need for stories. As curious beings, we are driven to seek meaning in everything. It's an interesting part of who we are. From the dots on the die to the intricate details of the Fallout's post-apocalyptic world, we constantly try to make sense of it all. That's why, even in games without a predefined story, we create our own narratives. Our imagination kicks in, weaving scenarios that actually never exist. And this is why, my friends, we need stories in games. Think about how many stories we consume every day, from the endless scroll of social media, on YouTube, on evening news, on, I don't know, maybe the intricate mazes of the Black Mesa. These all driven by narrative. More than air and water, we crave to tell the stories to ourselves and to each other. Thrilling adventures, dragons, fiery car races in the depths of hell. Without a story, these are just whole sequences of action. Unless you can connect emotionally to the character you are playing, watching, or reading about, everything remains behind a thick curtain, forgettable and devoid of meaningful experience. So does every game need a story? The answer is tricky and depends on the perspective. My personal answer is both yes and no. Not every game needs a story, but as humans we all need stories. If we want to feel, to exist, to create something, we need to tell stories. It is one of the things that we can truly capable of. And here comes the two key concepts come into play, Ludo and Narrative. Ludo focuses on the mechanics, what the player does, moving pieces, jumping, defeating an enemy. Narrative, on the other hand, is about the why you are saving that princess, why you are defeating that enemy, why you are jumping in the first place, and the emotional connection behind it. Take Pac-Man, for example. Imagine a story where Pinky and Ink performed a terrible experiment, turning Pac-Man into a yellowhead, leaving him to navigate through the endless mazes and taking revenge by eating them. Or think of Fallout and Baldur's Gate's creative team, the Interplay. This team once tried to add a story to the chess, and they create a game called Battle Chess. Even chess doesn't have a story, but the Battle Chess has a intricate and woven narrative behind it. So even when a game doesn't enforce a story, we create one ourselves. We piece together clues, rationalize our experience, and make sense of the game. For some players, mechanics are the lifeblood of the game. Simple, fluid, and satisfying gameplay takes the top spot. For others, it is a story that makes a game unforgettable. For me, for example, deep characters, compelling plots, and emotional turning points, these are all story-driven games' core designs. So, what about you? Are you a team Ludo, or is it narrative is your must? Let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to our channel.